Business Recoded is also about how can you recode your innovation. So rethinking every aspect of innovation, how you create ideas, where do those ideas come from, how do you achieve ingenuity, if you like, in terms of the fusion of human ideas and the new technologies available, the new possibilities available to you. Innovation today is quite different from in the past, that long stage gate process. Instead, it's much more experimental. It's like a startup in any size of company. So you're starting, like in science actually, with a hypothesis, and then you think about, can I test that? Will it work? How can I make it better? And you keep testing it and you keep learning from it. You keep testing it, you keep learning from it, and you might adapt it and change it. You need to move in a completely different direction as you move through that learning journey. But the point is, to actually think about how can you solve a problem. Firstly, what is the problem to solve? And that's not always obvious. And then think about, well, how can I solve that problem in a better way, human and technically? How can I use the principles of design, not just in terms of the product and the service or the channel or the experience, but the entire way in which the business model works and even the market works as a result of that. So what is the market? What is the behaviors in the market which you want to create as an end result? If you look at people from Brewdog, the fantastic beer company from Scotland, have an irreverence in terms of thinking about how do you sell beer, creating their own branded bars or their own branded hotels with a beer tap where by the bedside you can turn on the beer when you want it. Or think about Devi Shetty, the fantastic doctor from India, who's revolutionized healthcare and made it accessible to millions, billions of people across the Indian subcontinent. So really thinking about how can you kind of reimagine the ways in which processes and also health is delivered to people. Or think about Katrina Lake, for example, in Stitch Fix, one of the most interesting AI-driven retail companies in the world. She will send you a box each month, it's called a fix, of clothes which you might like. Half of it you might send back in the first month, but she learns from that. And each month she sends you a box, you probably send less backs because she learns more about you, about what you really like and what you really want. And so transforming the ways in which the things which we buy, but also transforming the ways in which we buy them. Innovation to me, I go back to Leonardo da Vinci. He says it's about making unusual connections. And I think that's true in today's world. But we need to innovate more than ever. We need to innovate faster than ever. And in a world with so many big challenges, including inequality, climate, and much more, we need to innovate better than ever too.